All right, so we are reviewing surface area and volume. Look at the back side. We have a shape that looks like this. This is 8 feet. This is 6 2/3 feet. This is 15 feet. Now, if I am finding the surface area of this shape, I am missing a measurement. Okay? This slant line is 10. Okay? So that means this one over here is also 10. All right? They're the same. Okay, so I need you guys to focus on this. Think about it carefully as we're going through these. If we are doing surface area, think of it as like a puzzle. You got to find the area of each side and then put them all together. All right? So we are using two formulas for all of these. We either use A equals 1/2 times base times height, or we use A equals base times height. The first one's for the triangles. Second one's for rectangles. Okay? So let's start with what? What do you want to start with to find the surface area? So the rectangles? All right, how many rectangles do we have on this? Bryce? You got 3 rectangles. You got one right here on the top, one on the back side, and one on the bottom. So what are those dimensions? Give me one, Benjamin. 10 and 8? Not 10 and 8. Nope. What? 15 by what? 10? Give me another one. You got another shot? Yep. 6 2/3 and 15. And what's the third one? Why are some of you not writing this down? What's the third one? Somebody else help me out here. What? 8 and 15. So notice all 3 rectangles have that 15, don't they? All right, so 15 times 10 is 150. What's 6 2/3 times 15?
100.
100. 8 times 15? 120. All right, so now I got 3 rectangles. What other shapes do I have? I got 2 triangles, right? 2 triangles. So what are the dimensions of my triangles? Isaiah?
6 2/3 times 8.
Excellent. Remember, we look for that perpendicular, the right angle. So we're going to go 1/2 times 8 times 6 2/3. Don't forget to put a half in there because we're finding the area of a triangle now. So what is 1/2 times 8 times 6 2/3? Everybody punch that in? 26 2/3. If you punch it in with the fraction button, you get a fraction. And how many of those do we have?
2.
I got 2 of those, so I'm going to write that down twice. So now, surface area is putting all of these together. My 2 triangles, along with my 3 rectangles. When I put those all together, what do I get? You should be punching this into your calculators, and somebody tell me. 423 and 1/3. This is area, so we're going to say square feet. Now, the label is important because if you put it on the wrong blank, but I see the correct label, I know that you did it right, you just put it in the wrong spot. 423 and 1/3 feet. Squared. Square feet, right? All right, now we got to do volume. Who remembers how we do volume? You remember, Bryce? Nope. Connor? Do what? Nope. Not all the sides. You remember, Benjamin? Ooh, yes. Multiply all the perpendicular sides. And then also by 1/2. Because it's got a triangle in it, right? Here's the way I remember it. Set it on its base. Its base is a triangle, right? Base is what we use to identify the type of prism, not what it's sitting on right now. So if we set it on the triangle, we pour liquid into it. First thing it does is cover the surface of the bottom, doesn't it? So we got to find the area of that bottom. So that's 1/2 times 8 times 6 2/3, which is, we already did that. So we don't need to redo the math. We just need to take this and bring it up. 26 2/3, right? Once the water's done covering the bottom, the area of the bottom, what's it do now? It goes up to the top. So we take that area of the base times the height of the whole thing to fill it up, and that would be 15 on this one, right? So 26 2/3 times 15, 400, and that is cubic feet, because we're talking about all 3 dimensions, length, width, and height. Now, like Benjamin said, we could just do 8 times 6 2/3 times 15 times 1/2, and then you get the same answer. But I wanted to explain how and why volume works the way it works. Okay? Okay, what about the one above it now? We've got a rectangular prism. So let's start with surface area. What do I have to do? We got 4, we got 3, and we got 5. All right, so what do I have to do to find surface area of this thing? David? Okay, what is that? 3 times 4. Those are the dimensions of the front. And what do we know about rectangular prisms? The front will be the same as the back, so we can take that times 2. So that's 24, yep. All right, what else we got to do? We got the front and the back taken care of. Aubrey? 3 times 5, which would be the dimensions of the top and bottom. So we'll take that times 2. And that's 30. Now, what else? Bryce? No. Yep, 5, 4. 5 and 4 is the other missing side. And we got 2 of those. That's the right and left sides. And that's 40. So when we add those all up, what do we get? 94. What's our label? Centimeters squared, squared centimeters. So that's surface area. We found the area of all the sides, added them all up. Now, what do we do for volume? These are the easy ones. What do we do, Benjamin? As what? Nope. David? Right, remember the length times width times height. So once again, Benjamin, all your perpendicular measurements, length, width, and height. So 4 times 3 times 5. And that's 60. And what do we do for the label on this one? Cubited. Very good. See the difference there between volume, surface area? Volume is filling this container up with water. Surface area is the shell around the outside. Question? Like I said, I will not count it wrong if your label is off. The label will be important if you have it in the wrong blank. If you have the correct label, I can identify that you still know what you're doing. Okay? Questions? All right. The remainder of the time is yours to work. I got answers in Google Classroom. I got answers over here. I can help you one-on-one as you're working. All right? This is classwork. Hey, listen. This is classwork. What you don't get done is homework if you don't get it all done. There is an optional quizzes in Google Classroom with this answer key. It is there if you want additional practice to prepare for the test tomorrow. All right? Okay, get to work.